I know the song, All I Want for Christmas Is You, is atop many of your minds. The message that I got just before getting on here was the best is yet to come. So don't lose hope in your person, guys. I wanted to explain something real quick too, because I've been starting to get this question again. If I don't say it for a while, then it's like I got to slip it in there somewhere again. But how do these collective readings work? And isn't it astonishing how accurate they are? So when readers can tap into lots of different types of energies, the readers who are doing these true love readings usually are tapping into the collective that are watching their channel who are still in separation. In other words, they don't know what's going on in each other's lives. They love somebody, they feel like this is their person, and they've gone through the whole true love song and dance. You can learn more about that in my video, the different types of true love, if you want to look into it and if you are not aware of that. But a lot of readers tap into that energy for those in separation because they are the ones who need it, you know? And so you'll watch a reading, let's say you watch a reading 1 week and it's like, well, but that stuff didn't happen. Well, it happened for someone. Those things were predicted in that reading happened for someone or a group of people. And then it starts again the next week. So it's like if you have 1,000 people that you're reading for as a collective group that's watching your channel 1 week, then if 100 of them come into union or like start a relationship or start to get to know each other or start interacting so that there's something happening, then the next week would then be 900 people and maybe 100 more new ones that are now watching. So it shifts and changes, and the energy is going to be similar every week because they're all yearning for each other. They know what they found in one another. Both of these people, the masculine one and the feminine one, they know what they found in one another. They both feel the same way, and it's cookie cutter. That's why I'm writing a book, you guys. It's like, hopefully it'll help explain a lot. I got to get that dang book out. Anyway, it's like, it is, I mean, I've seen, I don't know, thousands of couples. And I've interviewed both of them. And I say interview by reading. I've done readings for them. But while I'm talking to them, I ask them lots of questions to really pick their brain. But they all go through the same stuff. They're all yearning, they're both yearning for each other. So the readings do seem pretty similar sometimes. But the cool thing is, when you get the synchronicities that apply directly to your person, because the intuitive hits that come through the reader as they're looking at the cards and stuff. So readers are all different. They're all tapping into a different kind of energy. And I try to just stay open to what the universe wants me to do, but mainly helping those who are in separation, who love each other and would like to be together. And this, now I just heard some of you go, oh, but the masculine, he says he only wants to be friends. Okay, well, that's like, secretly he wants to be together, okay? He doesn't feel like he deserves you, but he does want to be together. He has to kind of earn you as far as he's concerned, but that's a subconscious thing anyway. Not subconscious, it's not something he's going to tell you necessarily. Depending on if he's the immature masculine or the mature masculine. The ones that I'm tapping into mostly are the more mature ones who are ready for a relationship. Let's just clarify that. So if you're watching these readings, if you're watching these readings and you're getting like some very specific hits, like, oh my gosh, my masculine would say that, or oh my gosh, that's where he works, or oh my God, like if you're seeing a lot of signs and things that point to your masculine, then that could be a very good sign that he is maturing for sure. So, but I think a lot of the masculines that I tap into are actually the ones that are in separation that are coming into union soon. So if a lot resonates about the reading that I'm doing for you, it means you are about to come into union, because I'm trying to help you guys kind of land the plane right now. So, you know, I don't know. So just take what resonates, as they all say. And, this could be the energy of what's already just happened, or it could be what's about to happen, or it could be what happens in a couple months, or it could be what starts to happen in a few months once your masculine starts to get his stuff together. All right. So I feel like I'm supposed to pick 3 of these. I don't remember what they're called. I'll put them in the description though, so we can do the deck justice. It's, I think maybe Messages from Spirit. Yeah, that sounds right. Salerno, Tony Carmine Salerno or something like that. Okay, here's 1. Oops. 2. And 3. With inspiration at the bottom. Ooh, and can you feel me? So apparently there's 5 here. Ooh, and sexuality. Yeah, sexuality is like a big one right now. You guys are probably really feeling each other, fantasizing about each other, wishing you could be together. An influx of sexual energy is coming your way. Embracing both the masculine and feminine aspects of, I feel so many of you like agreeing big time right now. Aspects of the self creates wholeness. It's safe for you to express your sexuality in whichever way you choose, providing it's loving. It's so funny. I was laughing about that in the prior reading. Okay, so inspiration. Your love, light, and wisdom touch the hearts of minds of many. You will be instrumental in helping another person change the course of their life. Miracles, inspiration, and healing result. So I feel like when you guys come together, you guys are going to be an inspiration to so many people, not just one person. You guys are going to be pretty much like miracle makers, power couples, and you're going to be out there shining and being a great example for others to follow. Because one really cool thing about this journey is you develop and you grow and you mature. You're forced to, you have to, or you'll suffer. And then you'll suffer until you don't want to suffer anymore. And then you'll rise in your vibration. That's just how it works. So as that goes on for the masculine and the feminine, they're able to come together when they've grown in their level of maturity. And then you guys can inspire the hell out of people. So can you feel me? Your feminine aspect is awakening. Okay, it's not even about that. They said it's about this. I feel like, this is funny. I feel like some of you are having sex in the 5D, and maybe even physically. Or maybe you have, or maybe you just are wondering what it's going to be. Yeah, this feels like fantasy. This feels like you guys actually wanting to make something real that hasn't happened yet, is what it feels like to me. And you're wondering, like, how that's going to feel different than normal sex. So it's like, what is it like to have more intimate sex, more vulnerable sex? I just did a post on Instagram recently that said sex isn't what you do, it's a place you go. So they're feeling into that intuitively. They can feel each other's presence around them. They can even like channel their energy sometimes and like talk like them, or feel like that person's in their body speaking out their mouth, and they can feel their face morphing into the other person's face. And it's like just trippy type stuff, but you're channeling the other person, and you're also feeling them in your environment. You're feeling them. I'm used to that kind of thing. This is crazy, but this is like an example of what it would feel like. But I was in the kitchen making dinner the other night, and I felt a man standing over my shoulder watching what I was doing, and it didn't feel like they should be there. So I kind of spun around and I was like, who's here? And obviously there was nobody there, but somebody was standing right next to me. And they didn't even shy away when I turned around and was like, what are you doing? Who is this? I figured out who it was. And I said, you don't have permission to be here. And he was like, well, I'm just checking out what you're doing. And I said, well, it's kind of none of your business. I didn't invite you, did I? And he was like, well, I kind of want to be here. And I was like, well, don't, you need to leave because you're not invited. So it's one of my suitors, one of my masculines. But I just felt like I don't know. If it's uninvited, that's not cool. I don't know. Okay, so having said that, I mean, my masculine is like here a lot. He's here a lot in my environment, but as far as I'm concerned, he is invited because we're like, I don't know, it's like we're already together. It just feels really natural. It feels really right. So having another guy in my space like that kind of felt intrusive in a way. And so I just corrected him and asked him to leave. And you guys can do that as well. So, you know, I'm talking about the good kind of energy where this person's like in your energy and it feels right. And it feels like affirming and it feels like good to have them there in your space like that, you know? And be discerning, I guess. I mean, I don't make mistakes. So when I say stuff like that and it slips, I know some of you are experiencing it too. And you're like, oh my gosh, I totally felt like I was being spied on the other day. Like I totally felt like I was being watched by somebody who probably shouldn't be watching me. So yeah, be discerning about anybody who's in your space and you can make them leave. You can tell them to leave. They're not allowed to be there. If they are not your masculine and they're not invited in your space. Okay. Kuan Yin. Enjoy the journey of life. Be not afraid of its mysteries. Take a chance and follow your heart. You are guided and protected by Kuan Yin, goddess of mercy, compassion, and transformation. If you've been wavering about proceeding with something that is dear to you, then this is your confirmation. Just do it. So you feel on this person, you know the difference you guys are going to make. It's really inspiring you. You're feeling all this sexual energy toward this person, and maybe you're hesitating on like, I don't know, like, I don't know if this is for real even. I don't know, like when I actually talk to this person or get to know this person, if they'll even like me or something like that. You know, it just feels like you might be hesitating or your person might be hesitating a little bit saying, this is about to get real. Like it feels like that moment when I guess just before you get married, you know, when you're just like, you know, it's not cold feet. It's more like, am I sure? Because I'm about to do this, you know? Infinity, dearest one, test within the light of your soul. Feel my spirit alive within you. Whoa. The spirit of the goddess of nature, the earth and stars, accept the love and light we shower upon you. Whoa. So sometimes when something's really intense that's going to happen like that, it's natural to like doubt it. It's natural to be like, you know, we've had a lot of, like for me, because I know a lot of you have experienced this too. Well, I don't know. Some of you just have like one masculine, that's been the only one. But I've had a couple of people that I've had feelings for, and I've had this even magical experience, all the synchronicities, all this incredible stuff that happened, and then nothing came of it. Just dead silence on the other end. I mean, some little stuff, but like, you know, so it's like, so I'm kind of like, is this for real? Because man, I've been duped so many times before. I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get all excited. I don't want to, but I do anyway, because I'm a romantic, and you know, this one just feels like, I don't know, I just feel really close to him. So it's different than with the others too in that way. It's like, like I said, it just feels like we're already together. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it just feels like, well, duh, of course it's going to happen, you know? And that didn't happen with those others, but it does still have the element of it, of a little bit of, and the masculines go through that too, because they've had a lot of relationships that they thought were love and they thought were just incredible. And then once they got in it, they were like, what did I do? So I think both of you are probably feeling a little bit of trepidation. Like, is it really going to happen? Is this really, is this just playing with me? Let me, hang on, I feel a message coming through here. It feels excitement. It doesn't feel like, it feels, you know what, it doesn't feel like doubt. It feels like excitement, but you're about to do it. It's like, here I go, I'm about to open the door. You know, it feels like, oh my gosh, shit's getting real. Like this is really real. Like it's happening right now. So this is either you or your counterpart or both. And both of you guys are feeling it very, very strongly that it's about to happen. But it's just, there is a little bit of that, oh my God, is this like playing with me? If this doesn't happen, I'm going to be like so disappointed, you know? Or if, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Healing, positive transformations occurring on a soul level. Amen to that. The answer to your question is yes. So this person is going to say yes for those of you I'm tapping into right now. A positive transformations occurring on a soul level. This is why you guys have been evolving and transforming like that other card was talking about for a while. You've been raising your vibration. You've been doing really well. You've been getting rid of people who are toxic in your life and bringing in more healthy relationships, or not having any at all, which is also kind of a new thing for some of you. Like, hey, I'm going it alone and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident, pretty clear. So this is all transforming in your soul, which is bringing this true love to you, which is bringing this person who's going to, it also, as you guys come together, is going to help you heal your soul and heal those past wounds. And imagine how healing this will be when this actually does happen. When after all this time you had faith in this person and you believed, even if it was small as a mustard seed sometimes, you know, you kept believing, and then boom, it sprouts right in front of you and your dreams start coming true with this person. Imagine how much that's going to heal your soul. And it's going to be the most beautiful relationship you've ever had. And so imagine what that's going to do to all that doubt. And look at how inspiring that's going to be to other people who haven't had that happen yet. You're going to be able to share your story, both of you. If you both want to be involved in inspiring people, then, well, you can't help it. Just by existing and just by coming together, you guys are going to inspire people. So, but you're going to boost people's faith in their own love life, and that they can find somebody incredible too. All right. So I'm going to go with this deck. This is the Tarot Mucha. I don't know what we're reading. Yeah, transformation. Transformation. I think we're doing like union energy for both of you. Or this either is going to apply to you or to both of you or the other person. Okay, so we have, let's see here, transformation, and then I'm getting a clarifier. Oh, wow. The King of Swords. So it's kind of like you guys have made it out of the shadows and into the light, and you've made it into the light of clarity. Many of you who know your truth now, who are kind of standing in your truth and walking in your truth, are about to communicate that truth to the person that you love, and it is going to bring them a lot of clarity as well, and bring some relief, and it's going to totally transform both of your lives once this truth is made known. Once this guy steps in his power and communicates, he's pulling his sword out of his sheath, the sheath. And look at the butterfly on top of that on the throne too. That's transformation too. There's major transformation, I think, going on for everybody involved here. I think this is going to be a very big life-changing time for both of you. And there's going to be some communication and clarity coming in. The fact that he's pulling his sword out of that sheath might mean that he's like watching and waiting to, like, if anybody else approaches, like, to fight them off. Because look at the dead people like laying in the background. They're like, you know, that's the Grim Reaper. He showed up and he's just like, you will die if you try to get my woman or man. So yeah, I see him like looking. He's like looking out at the horizon too. There better not be anybody else coming. There better not be because you know, it's like, I feel like I just heard staking their claim. Somebody staking their claim on their person. Just in the nick of time too. Just in the nick. Whoops. Okay. So yeah, I feel like both of you again have walked away from all of the, you know, what I'm feeling from this is like you've walked away from anybody who said you couldn't do it. And look at her, she looks like she's actually walking fast, and she's leaving all that stuff in the dust. And she's looking like she's like, wow. Dang, you guys, the look on her face. She's smiling, she's humming, she's smiling, and she doesn't give a crap at all about all all those cups she laid behind. And she is going fast. Look at her foot's up in the air. She could even be skipping. She has learned to totally stand in her power. I have a good video about that if you want to watch it. It's called Stepping into Your Power. But, you know, she has left behind any naysayers, any negative people, any Eeyores in her life, any toxic friendships, relationships, jobs. Some of you have left bad jobs where you weren't treated right. Some people were just like, you're living in a fantasy world if you think he'll ever come around, and that kind of stuff. And she's going toward her true love. This is actually a twin flame card too, but it's like she knows this card is about making some major decisions, again with the life-changing decisions. This could mean like a relocation, a brand new job, brand new lifestyle altogether, moving to a whole new city, moving to a whole new country, like big stuff, big decisions being made here. Getting married, not getting married. You know, I would be getting married in this case, obviously, but just big things, big changes happening. And it's lit on fire. I had messages from Spirit like a week or two ago that talked about how these couples are coming together. They're catching on fire in a way that's like, they both get like activated and they catch on fire and they become like these incredible power couples. And all these guys are the types of love that can last forever. They could last the rest of your life. It's overseen by angels and protected by angels. And obviously there's going to be a lot of passion. So I feel like there's something about that number. What number is that? 5? I think that's 6. Lovers. Of course. So, and it looks like the angel with its hands up in the air like that is being like, raise the vibration, up here. So that's like the job of these people that are coming together right now, is to raise the vibration of the planet. That's the bigger picture. We got all caught up in this romance, whether this romance is going to happen or stay together or whatever. And these angels are like, no, we need you guys to be happy so that you can raise the vibration of the planet. It's a much bigger picture here. So, okay. We have strength in the Chariot. So both of you have had to be strong in different ways. You know, the feminine had to really believe in this connection and believe that he could be tamed. He seemed like a wild beast at some times when she's seen some of the stuff going on in his life. And she's just like, she had to keep her faith in him, and she had to believe in times when she felt really weak and she felt like she was going to get depressed and not believe at all in any of the cards that were, you know, she's like, I've been looking at cards and they look so great, but he won't talk to me and he won't, you know, there's all this doubt and stuff. So she's had to be strong in that way, and even tame her own beast within her, the part of her that's like wants to lash out and be angry and wants to like even get mad at people who are like against her connection. She's like, why did I talk to those people about my connection? Because now, you know, I'm not even friends with those people anymore. It came between us. And now they won't even listen. He's totally turning himself around, and they won't even listen. They won't even have anything to do with him anymore. So, you know, she's had to be strong in a lot of ways. And on her rise up and raising her vibration, she discovered some of her friends weren't of the same vibration and had to also get rid of them. So she had to learn how to be her own best friend. And he had to be strong, facing his own fears and worries and insecurities about, is this going to be like what I've had before? Is it just going to end in failure again? Is it unrealistic for me to think that these big major changes can happen? And how can I ensure a positive outcome from it? And it better be a positive outcome, or I definitely don't want to do it. And they go through, they're like in their heads way too much. And they feel, a lot of them feel very undeserving of this connection. They feel like they don't even deserve to be treated so sweetly and to have this compassionate person in their corner. But once they balance things out, the Chariot's all about going forward and with strength, with like a locomotive, like can't be stopped. So things are speeding up for you guys, and there's going to be communication. Now that everybody's gone away from all the toxicity in their lives and all the drama and all that stuff, there's a lot of clarity between the both of you and a lot of truths being told coming up here. And you guys know that this is like a brand new chapter. Whoa. It's a brand new chapter. This is also about fate. Like fate had its hand in this, and you guys know it. And it's also going to bring in a lot of fortune and good luck. So let's see. Yeah, look at her. This is the feminine. While she was waiting, she started looking all skeptical. Look at, she's like, yeah, right, he's coming. It's like someone just said, hey, guess what? Your masculine's just around the corner. He's coming around the corner. She's like, yeah, right. I'm not even going to lift my head. Like, I've heard that before. And look at the little, what do you call it, hourglass down there. She's like, time is running out, and I have nearly ran out of hope. But then all of a sudden, dun, 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 things start really speeding up. You know, she's like, what the hell? Is that for real? Like, for real? For real? Like, she finally, like, lifted her head because somebody was like, no, look, he's really here, like, at the door. Like, look. And she's like, oh, no. Finally, somebody gets her attention. And she's like astonished. Oh my God, he's here. He's actually here. And these wands are about communication. They're about a lot of communication. They're about love. That's Cupid's arrows flying all over the place. And it's just like, almost like meteors, but she's not scared. She's like, yeah, bring it on. Wow, holy cow. Are you kidding me? Like, what? And there's something blooming there too. Like some kind of a bush is blooming. So this is new love coming in. And I feel like the 8 means something. 8 is like trusting in the cycles of life. It's like, don't get down when things look like they're down. Like, get yourself back up again and lift yourself back up, because it's like inevitable that change will happen. You're going to always go through these cycles. So one thing that egos love to do is they love to see the down part and go, oh, I'm staying there forever. You know, or, oh, I'm back the way that I used to be, or, oh, and it's like, no, learn to slough off the down times. Learn to rise above it and be like, I don't have to look at it the way that I've always looked at it. That's getting boring. I've learned to look at things differently. All this transformation is happening around the way that you're looking at things, and you're choosing to have empowering thoughts. And you know what? You guys are ready. So you guys are ready for this relationship to happen, both of you. And it's going to come just like that girl where she was like, she won't even look up anymore. Passionate new start, the Queen of Wands. And it's going to be eruptive. Look at the volcano in the background. That's some serious passion. And it's been like brewing in the background like that. The lava took a while, but it's making its way to her. And look at her again with the almost like, she's like, I've watched a million readings. I've looked at my cards every day. Look at the flower. There's sunflowers are all about like having faith and optimism. And the flowers in the background not even getting noticed. And the flower's like, I'm trying to shine. And then she's just like, I don't even want to look. I don't even care anymore. That is so funny. And little does she know that lava is right about to come up right in back of her. There's even a big plume in the sky in back of her. She didn't even see it coming because she's like, you know, part of her is just resigned. You know, it happens if it happens. And maybe it's not him. Maybe, I don't know, you know. Okay, so how do we wrap this up, guys? How do we wrap this up, please? Oh. All right. So, and that's a side note. And then here we have a little messenger coming. So this could be an apology too. This is the Page of Cups, and it speaks of someone coming in basically kind of giving you a heartfelt message. So somebody, you know, you guys are going to be able to share heartfelt messages. It's going to really alleviate your worries and broken heart. This is really going to heal you guys. Whatever this message is that you guys are going to have, it's going to be an apology for all the stress that they caused each other. They're both going to apologize for whatever, anything that they can. They're going to clear the slate, and they're going to address any kind of worries, any kind of upset, any kind of brokenheartedness, anything that has been like a self-imposed prison on both people's parts. And they're going to both feel victorious. I shared my heart. I did it. And they're going to feel like they got all their feelings out, which is very important. And they're going to want a couple. They're going to want a couple because they found their place in this world. And they're like, okay, let's do this. Let's get together. They stepped in their power. They got through guilt and regret, and they spoke their truth despite their fear of being rejected. Somebody putting death to them, killing them. It's like, it's not going to kill you. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So but they stepped in their power in their own individual way. And some of these guys, I swear, like I'm looking at this major decision here we were talking about and walking away from stuff. And this is about like learning a new trade or learning a new job or taking on a new career or something. Some of you guys, if not both of you, are going to be embracing a whole, it's like, let's just clear the slate of everything that's been done before. We're going to create something new together. It could be something a project that they're working on together. It's a very passionately driven project that they're going to be working on. But also he could be stacking his coin. But he's making a major judgment call. They're making a major judgment call, both of them. There have been dead bodies left through this journey. And it's like the sword and the stone. I'm feeling like the sword and the stone. Like he made it. He made it to the end. He made it to the finish line. And he's like, what now? He's like looking at the angels, what now? So they're going to be led. Maybe they feel past life connection. But there's definitely going to be a reconciliation with this heartfelt offer that's coming through. And he's going to, well, you guys are going to have a brand new beginning. And there's going to be faithfulness with that dog in the background. There's going to be playfulness and faithfulness with this person. So don't worry about that. And the Queen of Pentacles, she's all about stability and abundance and nurturing, really being grounded and mature. She's in control. She's got money. So this brand new beginning also creates creates a feeling for them both of like having it all, basically. I got it all now. I'm not lacking in a thing. What is she holding? I don't know. Oh, it's a flower. Ah, look how she's holding that flower. It's so weird. She's like pinching with her fingers. I don't know what that means. And she looks a little drunk. She's all staggering around. I don't know, maybe you guys are going to go out drinking and you're going to be really giddy and silly. That's funny. Okay, so that, ouch, ouch, ouch. Oh, which one? Okay. For some reason they want me to pick 2 cards from this deck. Oh my gosh. Okay, so basically the conclusion is that you guys have come out of fantasy world and the lovers have manifested. And you guys just have so many different options on the way that you can enjoy each other and each other's lives. You guys are going to have so many cups to take a look at and try to figure out, like, what do we want as part of our long-term plan? Look, this is you guys coming together and then looking at all the different options and different things you guys could do with your lives together as a couple. How sweet is that? The best is yet to come, you guys. and it's going to feel peaceful, and there's going to be faithfulness, there's going to be strength, there's going to be camaraderie. You guys have busted through all the illusions, you've taken off your masks. Hey, there's a wreath, it's like Christmas. What's up top there? There's a dragon. Many of you like work with dragons. There's a woman, I don't know what that is. There's a bunch of fruit in one of them, a mask, and a snake. You guys have identified the snakes and you've gotten rid of them. I mean, you guys are just like sitting in a really good place, you guys. Really good place. So coming up here soon, you guys are about to have, basically, it feels like everything's going to pay off. Your beliefs, your faith, everything that you've been hoping for is going to finally be manifested. It's going to feel more real. It's going to feel, well, not more real, it's going to be real. Seriously, you guys, it's going to be real. You guys are going to be able to touch, to talk, to have that confirmation. I feel relief. I feel like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Just so much gratitude. La natura to end with. You will give birth to something new. Give birth to something new. It's not going to sit there. This 9 months has gone on forever, hasn't it? I mean, she's been sitting there pregnant for 9 months, and she's like, when is this baby coming out? But the universe is saying you will give birth to something new, something beautiful. An idea manifests, even like those work ideas, the beginning of a new and wondrous journey. Blessings to you both. Congratulations, you guys. This is just a beautiful, beautiful time. And like I said, though, if this, this needed to have resonated, and if it did, then we're going to explore this a little further in the extended version. The link is right down below this video. And don't expect it, so that you don't get all depressed through the holidays, but feel optimistic and get your mind on other things. Have a great time. And be cautiously optimistic. And really, I would be like planning your new year so you keep your mind off of whether he's showing up or not right now, Stay out of that energy, because it'll take you down. So just know that this is all going to happen. And it's either going to happen really soon or really soon. And then you guys could the power of manifestation lies in knowing something's going to happen and just letting it go. So try to be in that space as much as you can, you guys. I know it's really hard. I know. You see all these other couples and you hear Christmas music and all these neat events happening, and maybe you see other couples coming together and whatnot, but it's coming for you. It's coming for you if this resonated. And this means that you are close to this union happening. Yay. All right. Have a beautiful time. Hope you guys are making Christmas cookies and decorating Christmas trees. And if you haven't yet already, and getting together with people that you love and enjoy. And I hope you're having just a beautiful holiday season. Wish I could give you a big hug. All right. Have a great week. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.